Are you guys ready for the memes? So, what we have here is, why don't you just play GOAT format? We have the Power 5, the Smartest Combo, Arc Fiend Axe, plus falling down to steal one of your opponent's cards. Okay, I don't know if that's the smartest combo in the world. Top tier meta threat, Breaker the Magical Warrior. All right. The Miller, best boss monster in the game. Oh yeah, the Blackluster Soldier card was one of the best best boss monsters for a long time. And then Crossout Designator at home. Ooh, Nobleman of Crossout. It destroys and banishes, no, that doesn't destroy it. It just banishes a face down defense position monster and then destroys all copies of that card in the deck. Wow, amazing. I don't get this meme. Okay, next up, we have a comical depiction of MBT, and it says, when you find out a different format is indeed different. He seems upset. He put out a video recently where he talked about Master Duel being a different format, and this is poking fun at the fact that it is a different format, and that he was making a video about it being a different format. I'm explaining the meme. You guys get it now.
LOL. Peter Griffin here. This MeMes is a real rib tickler for sure.
You like the MBT video? Yes, he brought up some points of which I will remain neutral to, because that is what we do in the Duel News. However, we are in the meme format now. We're no longer the Duel News logs. So I guess I can say,
yeah, whatever.
Next up, we have another meme. I tried to have fun with my old deck in MD. We have Despia. Wait. It's better if I do this. And just make myself small. We have Despia, Sprite, and Tier. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? You see, when you try to have fun with the deck in Master Duel, these are some of the better decks that you're gonna run into all the time. You have a Despia, a Sprite, and a Tier player, and they're just gonna destroy whatever old deck you have. You're gonna bring Blue Eyes, Tier is gonna mill 20 cards and blow up your board. And Sprite is going to negate everything, and Despia is gonna float back and have a bigger board than when you started. It is a commentary on modern Yu-Gi-Oh! And how the modern decks are better than old decks. Yeah, me when meta. Okay, next up, Horn of Oilphant. And it says, people who know and people who don't know. He has like a sad face. I'm gonna be honest, I don't get this one. Let's read the effect. Activate one of these effects, banish one equipped spell you control or in your graveyard, then you can destroy one card on the field. Or you can destroy one Roland monster you control, then special summon in defense position up to 3 Fire Warrior monsters from your deck, whose total levels equal exactly 9, but their effects are negated. Also, until the end of your next turn, after this effect resolves, you cannot special monsters except warrior monsters. Until the end of your next turn, damn. Destroys a Roland and then special summons 3 monsters. I think this is the level 5 who's blowing the horn. The lore is that blowing the horn kills Roland. Oh, Delete chat needs to explain the meme. Chat, explain this meme to me. I guess he blows himself up. The Franks fight well, but are outnumbered until almost all of Roland's men are dead, and he knows that Charlemagne's army can no longer save them. Despite this, he blows his Oilphant to summon revenge with such vigor that his temples start to bleed. After a few more fights, Roland succumbs to his wounds and dies a martyr's death. Angels take his soul to paradise. I had no idea. Wow, there's a lore to those cards. Okay, next up we have, welcome to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Investors Meeting. Any ideas on how to increase interest in the physical card game? Improving our event streaming? New Yugi and Kaiba structure decks? Make Master Duel reflect the current game environment? And he's angry. So it's presumable that he throws him out of the window for this advice. Normally in these kinds of memes, the guy over here on the right is supposed to represent popular opinion, and that he's being bemoaned for his popular opinion and being thrown out the window.
However,
they wouldn't make as much money if they did that, because then you could just play Master Duel instead of the physical environment. And they make so much money from the physical card game. Can't you guys understand how much money you can make from just printing cardboard and making people buy tons of it? That's why so many people want to enter the lucrative market of trading cards, and why so many of them fail. Yeah, they don't want MD to replace the cardboard. Exactly. If they made it reflect the current environment, then you could just play the current MD instead of the physical card game, and then you wouldn't spend money on product. They're trying to sell product, and they make more money with Yu-Gi-Oh! Than they do the card game. It's so obvious. I'm so intelligent. Next meme, we have this top guy over here who says,
Rexon, please.
And he says,
Ah, Dino-chan, what succulent looking neck you have there.
And then he bites him in this next one. He says,
Ah, Yamate Kudasai, senpai.
It's so weird. It's so crit. The author needs to go outside and step some grass. It's funny though, because of how incredibly weeb it is. Next up, okay, we have the gimmick puppets at top. He says, yes, puppets keep dueling, because when every deck is the best deck, no deck will be. I'm the best deck. Oh, this is just the best deck. Sorry, I get these from Yu-Gi-Oh! Meme Reddit, and a lot of them are just best deck memes. They're pretty bad. Next one, when Konami unbanning cards. Okay, so in this one we have Joey from Friends, not Joey Wheeler from Yu-Gi-Oh! He's looking at something and he's enjoying it. When Konami unbans cards, I don't know why they have Red Reboot on here, but apparently Cold Wave and Zenmaity and Chicken Game, and I don't know why Kaiser Coliseum is on here, or like cards that they do want to be unbanned. But then, oh no, he has a surprise face of like horror and shock as he's looking at cards that could be unbanned that would be much more dangerous, like Kid Kolos and Mermaid and Halki Fibrax and Elf and Painful Choice and even Max C, one of the most broken cards ever created. Although Painful Choice would be kind of bonkers too. I don't know if I agree with this assertion that like Red Reboot is fine. You don't get this one? It's basically saying that like people are happy when Konami unbans cards in the ban list that they want to play with, but unhappy when Konami bans cards that people don't want to play against. You know? Yeah, combo bad, control good. Exactly. Next up, we have a famous scene from The Incredibles, and we have a young Incredible guy over here, and he's pointing at Buddy, who's a Floodgate Labyrinth player, and he says, "You're not affiliated with me," because it's showing that IKEA Labyrinth is fun and exciting and everybody loves it, but Floodgate Labyrinth, no, it's bad, nobody likes it. But they both use Labyrinth core. However, everybody knows that Floodgate Labyrinth is superior, and he goes on to save the world. Next meme we have, I've received the most support because of nostalgia. No, I've received the most support because of nostalgia. Amateurs. What was that, Punk? Amateurs! Because he's received more support than both of them. Although I don't know if that's true. It might be true. I think Heroes might have more support than Dark Magician and Blue Eyes. They are a very big archetype. Next meme, we have, oh my god, it's a DDD card. It's DDDD, Super Dimensional Sovereign Emperor Zero Paradox. Look at all that card text. It's still less than Endymion. And then we have over here, he says, hey, Peter Griffin here. To explain what this card does, its pendulum effect allows you to steal an opponent's pendulum monster and puts it into your scale for a turn. Its monster effect is a bit more tricky. Basically, it can special summon itself from your hand if you pendulum summon, and the total values of your pendulum scales is greater than the total levels of the monsters you pendulum summoned. For example, say you have a total scale of 11. You can summon this card if the levels of the monsters you pendulum summoned add up to 10 or less. Once you summon this card, you destroy as many other cards in the field, and then you can choose to place it on your scales. Its other effect simply gives an attack boost if a DD monster leaves the field by spell card. Yeah, that doesn't simplify it at all. That's still confusing. If anything, that made it more confusing. But this meme is that Peter Griffin helps explain stuff easier. There's actually like a whole subreddit based on it where people just like submit memes and they have someone explain it like Peter Griffin did in one of those gags where he explained something easier for people to understand.
Hi, I'm Peter Griffin. Under parody law, in order to use someone else's character in an unlicensed fashion, we have to provide something called commentary. The commentary here is that God hates DDD.
Next one. Oh my god, another dinosaur meme. What are you doing, Step Dino? You see, this is a reference to popular media of the adult variety, in which a stepsister will get stuck in various locations, and then their stepbrother will do things from behind. Yeah, very unsay-so. Next up, we have, he says, I really love ritual decks. And then he says, but rituals are so inherently flawed. Every new ritual strategy needs to find some different way to bypass the mechanical downsides. And he says, I already like ritual decks. You don't need to sell them to me. This is implying the reason he likes ritual decks is because they find creative ways to bypass their inherent design flaws. Which, I mean, okay. Yeah, me with Drytrons. I think we've seen this one before. How the rules work. Any card sent to your opponent's graveyard is banished instead. And he says, aw, you're so sweet. Any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead. Hello? Human resources? And the reason for that is because this guy is part of a better deck than this one. That's pretty much it. Next one. Okay, this next meme he says, this is Stratos. Elemental hero Stratos has the effect where it searches a hero monster on its summon. He says, okay, I'm a fight. And then he has Drone Lockbird and he says, damn, got hands. That Drone Lockbird got hands, which is funny because he would be able to search at least once, and then Drone Lockbird would activate active words, and then you wouldn't be able to search again for the rest of the turn. So like, okay, I guess. Ooh, this one, it says the dark support. Usually when there's dark support, it's always like darkness and like a dark guy and then dark stuff. And it's just like super like, you know, edgy and mysterious. And then the dark monsters that we play generally look like this. They're anime stuff. They're like waifus or husbandos, attractive anime men. But the support cards, oh man, they definitely sell a different story. Okay. Next up, woman. Wait, what? Okay, so in this meme right here, we have a guy who's drowning and his hand is above the water, and he says, Red Eyes fans having trouble playing the deck. And then Konami is extending their hand to this Red Eyes fan who's having trouble playing the deck. And they slap him with a new Red Eyes finish in Master Duel. And then they're still drowning because that does nothing to help their garbage archetype made by Phil. Exactly. I don't know why he plays that garbage deck. And then this one, it's a Rick and Mortimer one where there's Rick, he tears open the wall and then it shows sand and it says Albaz lore be like sand? Because that's basically Albaz lore. Next up, we have when all of your monsters get A counters, aliens, because aliens put out A counters, and this is a guy from the History Channel who would always talk about how aliens did everything. That's it. When you're playing Hero and draw Fusion Destiny, yeah, it's all coming together. So basically, Fusion Destiny lets you bring out Destiny Hero Destroyer, Phoenix Enforcer, which is one of their best cards. And it lets you do it from the deck so that all you need is that one card. So it's like me when I draw my best card in my deck. I love it. Dogwood against tier limits be like gain almost 10,000 life points. So yeah, I mean, they do special summon a lot, so you would gain a lot of life points. That's true. Next up, we have Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, I think his name is. My Galaxy Eyes deck that I really like playing. Me ditching it to play Odd Eyes so I can do my plan. I don't get this one. I don't think this is a very good one. When you have DDD as an opponent for the first time, DDDs have lots of text. So he's like, yeah, I'm not reading all that. Just do your stuff. I'll trust that you're not cheating. Thank you for the raid, Stephen Freshy. Okay, so next one. We have this guy who says, trying to understand why Yu-Gi-Oh! Omega developers thought that putting a chat in Yu-Gi-Oh! Simulator was a good idea. Well, I mean, people like to chat to each other. People love to chat and then call each other slurs, I guess. Whenever I streamed with Yu-Gi-Oh! With Edo Pro, I had to make sure the chat was turned off. Otherwise, people would come in and just start spamming the N-word. It has happened more than once. DD best deck? Yeah. For reals, for reals. A lot of these are so bad. No, these memes are amazing. They're all 10 out of 10s. Anyways, those were all the memes. I hope you guys enjoyed the memes. And also, what else were we doing? I don't remember. Don't worry. Don't be sad that it happened. Be glad that it happened in the first place.